What is up, guys? It is CFO Mods Gaming, and in partnership with Funcle, I am coming at you today with some wireless headphones reviews, which is pretty sweet. They have sent me a couple of pairs of headphones that are not yet on the market. First, we have the Funcle W1s, and then we have the Funcle AIs, and I'm going to be unboxing both of those, and then we'll do some feature reviews and see how they feel, see how they sound. And I will let you guys know where you'll be able to get a pair of them once the Indiegogo campaign goes live. All right, so we will start with the unboxing of the Funcle W1s. All right, guys, so here we have the Funcle W1s, which is their kind of low-budget version. It's still a truly wireless headphone, but it actually is just $19 for these headphones, which is pretty incredible considering the current market with wireless headphones. So they come in just a standard kind of open-top box with a slide-out packaging, like you can see there. However, they do look really nice as you kind of just take them out. You have the cable there. There's a quick start guide, warranty and information kind of stuff. It's in the box. I'll set that aside. Got a quick start guide. I'll probably have to refer to that because I have not used these before. Warranty and safety information. We'll assume that we'll be safe with these. We should get a micro USB, which is going to charge the case, which charges the headphones, and a few different sizes of ear tips. We'll just go for the standard ones that are on there. Those usually feel pretty good for me. We'll take out the micro USB. Comes in a little plastic bag. So a short cable, 3-inch, I believe. Which is fine, you know, to charge the case, because you're not going to ever, it's not like a phone, you're never going to be using it while it's plugged in. Comes in the plastic wrap, kind of like the Apple AirPods and other Apple products do. I guess everyone kind of does that now. Let's see, I presume that this will come dead, so we'll end up having to charge it. But for now, we'll go ahead and set this packaging aside and take a look at the quick start guide. So lets us know we've got 2 headphones, charged with the micro USB, has an indicator light. You can, oh, this is pretty neat actually. So the touch button control is different than like the Apple AirPods, where you can only have one function on each of the AirPods, or each side. And on this, you can have either answering or declining a call, Siri, or your voice assistant. And on the right earbud, there's play pause, skip a track, and reverse a track, which is something that I was kind of disappointed with the AirPods, that like the standard click system where click once to pause, click twice to skip, and click 3 times to reverse a track, like on the EarPods with the mic button, that wasn't implemented in the AirPods. I was kind of disappointed about that, and they have done that here on the Funcle W1s, so that is really nice. On the left, you click once to answer or end a call, and you click twice to go to your voice assistant. On the right, you have normal microphone button clicking, so once to play pause, twice to skip, and 3 times to reverse a track. Connect via Bluetooth, and let's see what else. That's pretty much it. Oh, and it's in a bunch of different languages, so that's actually really simple. I got kind of scared when I saw the quick start guide was thick, but it's actually just because it comes in a bunch of different languages, which is really nice for, of course, anybody out of the States. So here are the Funcle W1s in their small case here, just a black case. I got the black for both the Funcle W1s and the Funcle AIs because I already have the white Apple AirPods, so I figured that would be a good contrast. So here they are. They are magnetic inside there, and the case, I believe, is also magnetic. So we'll pull these out for the first time here. They charge just via the 2 little connections on the bottom of each AirPod, or earbud, I should say. And they have little plastic coverings. I'll show you guys. I don't even know if you'll be able to see it. Just a little plastic covering covering the little bits that it charges from the case, and so you do peel those off, and place them back in the case to charge, and they are the small indicator lights are now letting me know that both of those are charging, so we'll let them charge and we'll come back and see how they sound. Alright guys, so we have the Funcle W1s here and they are all charged up. So we are gonna get these bad boys out of here and we'll see if we can get them connected. So taking them out of the case, they flash white, which I believe signifies that they are ready to pair. We're going to go on the iPhone here. And here we go, the Funcle W1, so we'll click on that. And they are connected. Alright, this is the first time actually putting these guys in. Ooh, that was a good fit. Nice in-ear headphone fit. They're shaped interestingly. It's not like a headphone, it's more like a monitor, which isn't a bad thing. I was actually really excited for these for that exact reason. They're a good weight, they're not heavy. See, they have good sound, good mid-range. Clear vocals for sure. Well, that's interesting. You can also spin them. I'm not sure. Oh, I paused it. Yeah, that is great touch sensitivity. Yes, I think definitely just going. Yeah, that touch sensitivity is just as good as the AirPods, that's for sure. No real latency on the touch. Yeah, very, very easy to use, very intuitive. Just the one tap for play pause. Two taps for next song. And three taps to go back. Yeah, that works great. And then we got one tap to answer or hang up a call, and two taps to activate Siri or Google Assistant or any other voice assistant that you. I guess it would just be Siri or Google Assistant. Amazon hasn't made a phone, as far as I'm aware yet. That was just Siri responding to me there. And then I presume I can get rid of her just by playing my music again, I guess. Yeah, so this actually sounds really good. Let's get to a bassy song. Just look up like bass canon. Yeah, I by no means consider myself an audiophile, but I do have an appreciation for good sounding headphones. And I just realized, as I'm saying all of this, that these are $19 fully wireless headphone or earbuds. I mean, you can't get anything this good for $19, that's for sure. I mean, just even comparing them to like Apple's EarPods, not the new AirPods, but just their standard EarPods that come with the iPhone and all that. I mean, I'd say these have an equivalent sound, but of course, coming in a fully wireless form factor, you know, that's an incredible value for $19. All right, yeah, these have a great sound. I'm gonna go ahead and pause the music there, just so I'm not shouting at you guys. It is interesting. You kind of think that you'd tap like up at the top of your ear. Like, to me, that would be kind of intuitive. You kind of have to come at it from like the bottom to get to that button, but I'm sure that's something you just, I think you'd just get used to it. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take those out so I'm not shouting at you guys, because they do have, being in-ear headphones, they definitely have some noise cancellation as far as what's going on outside. I notice it sometimes when I'm wearing like in-ear headphones, I'll shout when I'm talking to people. Of course, they don't have, that recognition of when it's in your ear to pause your music. But I mean, even when it's out of your ear, you can just quickly give it a good pause just by the touch. And it is pausing on my phone there, just even when it's out of your ear, you can do that. So these are priced around $20. They're currently $19 via the Indiegogo. It's noted on the page that it is a secure fit, and I would say that like these are not, they're not going to come out if you're running or exercising with them or anything like that. It's an 18-hour battery life between the earbuds and the charging case. It has its connection over Bluetooth 5.0, so stable connection there. And the touch control is really good. I actually prefer it over Apple's touch control in the AirPods, which was something that I was disappointed with at first, because although it is customizable, Apple's AirPods touch control, you can change what the double tap does, whether it's going to go next on a song, play pause your music, or What is up, guys? It's CFO Mods Gaming, back to you with the Funcle W1s. I apologize for the cutoff there. My headphones mic actually turned off mid-recording, and since I had them around my neck to use these earbuds instead of on my head like I normally do, I didn't even realize. But we are back with the Funcle W1s. Thanks to Movie Magic, you guys didn't have to wait long. For me, it's the next day. But we have these. I was mid-talking about the touch control, which I really prefer over Apple's solution, which is to allow you to customize what the left and right double tap does, but it doesn't give you multiple features within each earbud like the Funcle W1s and Funcle AIs do. So with the Funcle products, you have one touch on the left ear to answer or decline a call, two touch to summon your virtual assistant, which can be Apple's Siri or Amazon's Alexa or Google's Google Assistant. And on the right, you have the classic microphone button touch system. So you have one touch to play pause, two touch to go to the next track, and three touch to go to the previous track, which I really prefer, being able to just control my phone fully wirelessly from my headphones if I'm going to use fully wireless headphones. So with these back in, I was able to take a listen to these on a few different tracks, on some more vocally heavy tracks like in musicals, and then also in some more bass heavy tracks, just dubstep and that kind of stuff. And it has a really good full sound. And as I was listening to it, in my mind I was comparing it to the Apple AirPods, the Apple earbuds, and actually the old, I don't even think they create them anymore, but the Apple in-ear headphones, since these are in-ear. And then I caught myself and I realized these are like sounding comparable to me. I'm by no means an audiophile, but I do appreciate good sound and good headphones, which is why I own good headphones and good earbuds. And these, I was comparing them with that and thinking these are pretty comparable. These sound good. I can't hear anything that makes me think this is low quality. Like a China knockoff or anything like that, where you can hear that this is obviously a cheap headphone. And then I remembered really that these are $19. So it is an incredible value for something that, for me at least, as a normal user, I'd even say an enthusiast, not a pro by any means, but I can hear that. I recognize that I'm a gamer. I care about sounds and sound quality. That this is amazing for music, at least. I'm not sure I could recommend this for PC gaming because of the higher latency. It is over Bluetooth 5.0. But it isn't ultra low latency, and we'll actually talk about that a little bit later because the AIs are ultra low latency. So, I've summoned my assistant on my PC actually by double tapping the left earbud there. I forgot that I have it set up to my PC as well, so when I do that, it won't just be able to do it on my phone, but it can also control your computer, which is something that I found really interesting because Apple's AirPods can't control your computer. They don't. When you take one out, it doesn't pause. If you tap it, it doesn't pause your music on your phone, or on your computer like it does on your phone. And so that was really interesting, is double tapping the left earbud when it's synced with or paired with your computer, it will actually summon Cortana, which I don't use, but if you do, and you're across the room, you can even summon Cortana. or if you want to hook them up to like a media center of some kind where you have a computer tucked away that's just controlling your media center, you can use it to control that. It's great. It's a great implementation. I've actually found nothing that is really frustrating about using them so far, and I've been using them for a day or two now. All right, guys. Well, that pretty much wraps it up for the Funcle W1s. If you have any questions about these guys, please feel free to leave a comment below. Just want to do a quick overview. These are priced at around $20, as I already mentioned. They have a secure fit. They are IPX5 sweatproof and rainproof, so you don't have to worry about taking them outside, which I believe is a higher waterproofing or water resistant rating than the Apple AirPods, because as I understand it, you aren't supposed to get those wet or take them in the shower or anything. And I mean, for these at $19, I would feel completely comfortable taking them in the shower. I mean, even if they died after a year of doing that, and I don't know if they would. I don't think they would with that kind of waterproof rating. I mean, you can just buy another pair. That's the great thing. My Apple AirPods, I'm always worried about like dropping one or losing the case, having it slide out of my pocket or something. But I mean, that's an awesome price point to just be able to jump into the wireless headphone market. They do have a very stable connection. They're connected over Bluetooth 5.0, as I mentioned, and I haven't had any problems with them disconnecting. They do auto reconnect when you take them out of the case. They connect to the whatever device you've paired them with, which is really nice. And that touch control, I think, is a really good benefit in a $19 pair of headphones. I mean, that's incredible. So make sure to check those out in the link below. It is the same link. It's the Indiegogo campaign. So check that out and back these guys. This is an amazing product. They are literally putting wireless headphone technology into anybody's hands who wants it. So that is amazing. All right, we will jump over to the AIs next. All right, and here we have the Funcle AIs, which I thought was really cool when I got these. It was just after I got the Apple AirPods, and as you guys can see, they are super similar. Now, I will show you guys the price of these a little bit later in the video and show you guys with some of the specs, but I will tell you these are much cheaper than the Apple AirPods. And even you just see from the box, they're very similar in design, except they are in-ear headphones as opposed to the AirPods, which just kind of sit in your ear. So I would assume, we're going to find out, but I would assume these will stay better in your ears better for things like sports and running and whatnot. Which is something that in the past I've really enjoyed in-ear headphones for, and I think is amazing that with the truly wireless earphone or headphone generation that everybody's kind of moving towards, that we're going to have headphones that will really stay in your ears. You won't have cords to get caught. They won't be bouncing as you run or anything like that. But anyway, we have a similar design in the packaging as well to the Apple AirPods, in that it is a slide top box. So really kind of a professional feel just even getting into it. And we have an envelope with, I presume, the same kind of, got a quick start guide and warranty and safety information. So if those things are concerning to you as far as the safety information, you can give a read about that. I'll check the quick start guide, get the same kind of thing. We've got two headphones, charging case indicator light on both the case and the headphones themselves. Same system for the touch buttons. There's a single ear mode on both the W1s and the AIs, and connects via Bluetooth 5.0, of course, and then in a bunch of languages. So that is great. We'll set all that aside as well and dive into the box, which is really professional looking as well. It has a great feel to it. We've got the case in that plastic wrap. And under here, just like Apple's products, we've got our USB cable, which is micro USB as well. Same as the W1, same size cable. And what do we have in here? Oh, the different ear, never know what to call these, the tips that go on the end of the earbuds. Great, so we will set all of that aside, and I use the standard the earbud tips, so we'll leave that. And we've got our micro USB cable, which we will take out to charge our case, and set that aside for now. We've got the actual case itself with the Funcle headphones inside, plastic wrap, as always. And then the case, which is really, as far as build quality, just feels kind of really sturdy, and I'd say better than the W1s, even to the point of comparing it to like the AirPods. It is larger, of course. They're side by side, vertically, or laying down horizontally, I guess, depending on how you're looking at it. But anyway, set up like that so they don't slide into the case. They sit in the case. I presume we're going to have the same thing here. Yep, with the plastic bits covering the headphones. Again, I got black. They do come in white as well, so we'll take off those two little bits. And the inside of the case, it's kind of hard to see here, but the inside of the case right along this, I'm going to point with the headphones, this charging base here has an R so that you know that your corresponding right headphone goes into that port, and it is magnetically held in, which is nice. And same thing on the left, we'll take off this little plastic bit that keeps it from charging in shipping, which is great because then that means that your case comes charged. And you can immediately, even when you just first get these, you can pull those off, snap your headphones out, pull those plastic bits off, and they're both charging, as you can see by the indicator lights. So we will set those aside, and we'll come back, see how they sound. Let them charge for a while. All right, guys, we are here with the W1s. I'm excited. These are all done charging, as you can see by the indicator lights. To pair them, we will just pop them out of their charging case and set that aside. And we'll go over to the phone and go to our Bluetooth settings. And you'll see once these guys start flashing, you'll see on the indicator lights that they start flashing rapidly. They will come up under your other devices on your Bluetooth settings, and there they are connected. Very quick setup process. Took me 30 seconds max. And then we'll go ahead and get these guys in and see how they sound. So we're going to start with a heavier song, Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger by Daft Punk. Do have that touch, I was adjusting them there and got that touch to pause the music. Got double tap to skip, of course, triple tap to reverse, just like the W1s. And then on the left side, we have double tap for Siri, which is great. What time is it, Siri? And there you go. And then we'll play our music again. This definitely has better bass, I would say, than the AirPods. I'm actually going to take out my AirPods here and compare them. And that's something that I wasn't really expecting either of these to honestly be better than the AirPods. I was thinking, maybe they'd be right at that same level. They at the same volume level. I just switched from the A1 to the AirPod on my phone. The AI is definitely louder at the same volume level. And maybe it's just because it's in ear, but it really does feel like it has a deeper bass to it. I mean, just having this, like from an experiential standpoint, I think it's definitely a more full experience where it's really just isolating you from the outside. And of course, in-ear headphones do kind of have that experience. That's something that if you've ever worn in-ear headphones or earbuds, you're probably familiar with. But yeah, these are actually really nice. Let's see what vocals sound like. I'll go over to a more vocal intense song. Great mid-range. We'll go to like a, here we go, here's a musical. Yeah, these sound great, and they're super light. I think they're exactly the same weight as the Apple AirPod. And in your ear, it doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel like it's pulling down or anything, which is great. Very light. All the weight's in the top there in your ear, and the bass is very light. These sound great for music and for games as well. They have ultra low latency, and which means that as you're watching a movie or playing a game, you're not going to have lag between when you're seeing what's going on the screen and when you're actually hearing it, which is great for playing any mobile games like PUBG or Fortnite. That is because of the Qualcomm aptX chip that they're using in there, which gives them 60 milliseconds of latency. They are 24 hours of battery life between the charge in the headphones and the 3 recharges from the carrying case and charger. IPX5 waterproof, just like the W1s. So, I mean, even these, apparently you can get them wet, take them in the shower, all that good stuff with IPX5 waterproofing. They have the same touch control as the W1s on both headphones, multiple features on both earbuds. They have noise cancellation. They also have a custom AI assistant that you can use via the Funcle app, or you can switch it to Google Assistant, Siri, or Amazon Alexa. So, I mean, that's a really great functionality that Apple doesn't really give you that freedom. Oh, Alexa's getting excited over there. Okay, she shut back off. These headphones, these AIs that I'd say are comparable to the AirPods, definitely in-ear, so definitely a different experience as far as the feel, but are comparable in sound quality. They connect just as fast. They are $54, which is insane, and the W1s are $19. There's actually a special package on the Indiegogo campaign where if you back them and get a pair of W1s and a pair of AIs, it is $72. And if you want to save a few bucks, you can back them with their family pack and get 2 pairs of W1s, 2 pairs of AIs for $139. That's 4 pairs of wireless headphones, cheaper than 1 set of Apple AirPods. So that's definitely something to consider if you're thinking about just getting your first pair of wireless earbuds. I can definitely suggest the W1s for $19. I mean, everyone can afford to back them and try that out if you're looking at wireless earbuds. I mean, you're not going to find anything anywhere like this. Even a pair of wired headphones at Walmart that's $20 is going to sound, just as good or not as good as this. And this is a fully wireless set of earbuds with IPX5 waterproof, Bluetooth 5.0 connectivity on the AIs. You've got that Qualcomm chip that gives it ultra low latency for gaming or videos for still just $54. Very similar to the Apple AirPods. And I mean, that's something that you just got to take advantage of. Now, these prices, as I understand it, are completely promotional for the Indiegogo campaign. So make sure to go to the link to that in the video description. I'm also putting down their Funcle's social media links if you want to reach out to them, see about any of their new stuff that they're doing on their social media. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video today, guys. We got the Funcle W1s coming in $19, the Funcle AIs coming in at $54, and both of these are really great options. This is a sponsored video by Funcle, as I mentioned at the beginning, but I always make sure that I am honest with the products that I receive, and I let the companies that I work with know that ahead of time, that I'm going to unbox them, review them, saying what I think about them. And these I can really recommend as 2 definitely comparable products to the Apple AirPods. Now, if either of these, say the W1s, were priced at $119.99 instead of $19, I might have a hard time recommending them over the Apple AirPods. But at $19, it's just impossible to not love these. I mean, I think if you guys are looking at purchasing some wireless earbuds, these are definitely a solid place to go. I have had them for a couple weeks now, and I mean, they seem like they have good build quality and that they're going to last. I'm going to start using them in the water and see how they fare there. I will keep you guys updated on Instagram. Make sure to follow me there. And so far, this has been CFO Mods Gaming, out.